Welcome back to Maggie and Perloff. It's been a wild couple days here, and I feel like I can just take this interview off because DeAndre Swift is here from the Philadelphia Eagles, and I know Perloff has 1,000 questions for the Pro Bowl running back who's joining us on behalf of P&G, the Battle of the Paddles, doing a cool ping pong thing. But Perloff, take it away.
Yeah, DeAndre, I think you were one of the great early season stories coming to Philadelphia. What was it like to come back home to the greatest city,
Yes.
at least one of the better cities in America?
It was amazing. It was amazing. A blessing to be able to come back home and be able to play for the organization like that, build a relationship with those type of people in that building and type of guys on the team. It was amazing. It was amazing.
So you grew up in Philadelphia. Were you an Eagles fan? You know, some players are not into NFL football, but in Philly you have no choice.
100%. I was an Eagles fan.
Who was your guy?
It was McNabb, Westbrook. Me and my grandfather, every game we watched on Sunday, he had his McNabb jersey on, so I had mine on. So yeah, that was our guy.
Okay, allow me from the peanut gallery here because I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm the only one on the set who's not an Eagles fan. I feel like that's maybe a controversial choice, McNabb. I would have thought that it's obviously got to be Brian Dawkins all day. Brian Dawkins is always the answer.
Yeah, I love Brian Dawkins. That was my grandfather's guy. He loved McNabb.
Yeah.
So it's like whatever he loved, I loved.
Got it.
Type of thing.
Well, Philadelphia's a tough town on quarterbacks. I mean, you see it every year. You know, growing up, unless you win the Super Bowl, someone's going to complain.
100%.
When things kind of took a turn for the worse later in the season, I know my phone was blowing up every Sunday. That must have been tough to watch because there was so much promise at 10-1.
Like it was tough. It was tough to be a part of because it's like we knew we had the talent to be preparing this week. It just didn't happen that way. We just didn't execute. We didn't do what we needed to do to continue to succeed.
Sorry, Perloff, may I jump in? We're here with DeAndre Swift, who is a Pro Bowler this year. Philadelphia Eagles, spent the first 3 years of your career in Detroit. We'll get to the Lions. I'd love your thoughts on them as well. But, you know, when you're in this sort of moment where the season gets off to the promising start, as Perloff said, and then it starts to turn, does it feel like it's like a stone rolling downhill, like it's hard to stop, something that you can't really figure out what's going on and it's impossible to turn the momentum around?
No, nobody ever lost confidence in one another. Nobody ever, not anything like that. We knew what people we had in the building, from the coaches to the players. We knew at any point we could just turn that thing around and be on the other side of it, but it just didn't happen that way.
So we've had a common theme. We were talking a lot about the Ravens-Chiefs game from last week. The Ravens got away from the run. It seems that sometimes teams get away from the run. And, you know, as a running back, when you're either a team you play with or you're watching a game, do you ever yell at the coaches, hey, just stick with the run even if you're trailing?
No, I never did that. No matter how I felt about it, I never did it. I'm the type of person, I try to make the most of whatever I am given. If I'm getting one opportunity or 20, I try to make them count.
But if you were a coach, would you, not saying the Eagles, would you run more for most teams? Because when the Eagles were really handing it off to you a lot, things were going really well.
Yeah, if situations, like if you're running the ball and everything is working off of that, you succeeding with everything else, I'm running the ball. If I was a coach, I would.
Yeah.
Okay, DeAndre Swift is here. He just had a Pro Bowl season, over 1,000-yard rusher for Perloff's Philadelphia Eagles. If you are not on the Eagles, remove yourself from the Eagles, would you be in favor of having the tush push, or would you not want the tush push in the NFL? I
would. It's the QB sneak. I think the Eagles just dress it up a little bit more, do a little bit different things with it. Yeah, it's a football play, though. I don't know. I wouldn't try to take it out the game.
But you guys, it's such an advantage. You guys start every drive. You're first and 9 instead of first and 10 like everyone else.
Yeah, you got to try to find a way to stop it.
So, did you find that any team has anyone even tried to have a little success? They try to jump the snap count.
Yeah, they could stop it once, but I don't think nobody's ever stopped it twice. You can stop it once, but twice, I like our odds.
Well, I feel like I kind of worry Jason Kelce is the key to that because he gets so low.
Yeah.
I mean, assuming he does not play again, what's it going to be like in Philly not having Jason Kelce on the field?
Man, that guy, he is the city of Philadelphia. He does a great job with everybody in the locker room, from his leadership to just the respect that he has and commands throughout the whole city, wherever he goes. Even when I was in the Pro Bowl last week, just seeing how everybody, not even fans from the Eagles, fans from every other team, they just love this man. So,
will he keep his shirt on at the Super Bowl? I
asked him that. Was he going to keep his shirt on? he got something up his sleeve. I'm just put it like that. He got a nice little outfit to put on. I'm gonna just keep it like that.
DeAndre Swift is joining us now, spilling some of the tea. We like that. We got something else to look forward to at the Super Bowl. Were people on the Eagles hounding him for information about Taylor Swift?
No, I don't. I asked him one time, did he ever meet her? But no, because we was in the season, so I don't know how he would have met her. But I know he just met her a couple weeks ago when our season was over and he traveled to Travis's
the
game.
whole world saw how he met her because he met her because he took his shirt off and drank 40 beers. DeAndre Swift is joining us on behalf of P&G, the Battle of the Paddles. We'll talk about that in one moment. Mention your former team, if you'll allow me, Eagle fan. The former team and the Detroit Lions. I mean, you know, what an amazing season, and then to lose like the way they did in the NFC Championship game with the 17-point lead. Do you reach out to guys after that? I mean, how does it feel as a former player to be watching that?
I was rooting for them guys, man. I still have a great relationship with a couple of guys over there. They had a great season, start to finish. To see how each game got better, and the mentality of that team. Dan does a great job with that team. So I was rooting for the team. Definitely, I reached out to a couple of the guys.
So Dan Campbell, caught a little flack because he was going for it on fourth down. Even with the lead, he wasn't satisfied just kicking field goals and taking the points. I mean, you played for him. You couldn't have been surprised by any of this. The guys in that locker room, will there be even a crack of the confidence with the coach because his aggressive style may have cost you to get them the game?
Not at all, because I knew it wasn't just him that wanted to go for it. Not at all.
All right, one more question about another former team, the Georgia Bulldogs.
Yep.
Is your running back room when you were a freshman, Sony Michel, Nick Chubb, is that the best group of running backs any college has ever had?
I believe so. Until somebody showed me another one, I think that's the best one.
What was the practice like just watching those two guys and other guys in the building too?
Crazy. 'Cause I'm freshman. I'm watching these guys, just the way they carry themselves, how they practice, how they go about their business day to day. They showed me what it was to be a pro before they got to the pros. So when they left, I kind of took over that leadership role and everything like that. Those were my big brothers.
How did you get down from Philly to Georgia?
It was I always wanted to go to SEC and do something like people from Philly don't really get an opportunity to go and do stuff like that.
Yeah.
So I was fortunate enough to have an opportunity to go play ball in SEC. So Georgia was only one of the visits I took, and when I went down there, I just fell in love with the people, the coaching staff, the culture down there. So it was an amazing situation to go into.
Yeah, I mean, you abandoned Temple, no big deal, whatever.
I think they'll forgive him. DeAndre Swift is here. Okay, the P&G Battle of the Paddles. Are you more competitive in football or ping pong?
I feel like I'm competitive in anything I'm doing. It's always the same.
Are you any good?
I'm okay. I think I'm solid. I'm not going to say I'm good, but I'm not terrible. I'm definitely not terrible.
Okay, just the Roger Federer of ping pong, no big deal. And what are you looking forward to about competing?
Competing. I seen the lineup going against a couple of the guys, but I'm representing Todd tonight with the P&G Battle of the Paddles. They're giving opportunities to the NFL guys to kind of showcase their ping pong ability. So I'm excited.
You're also representing Philadelphia. I want to say
100%.
that. I'm rooting for you.
Okay, Perloff also said, and we'll let you get out of here, and thank you for the time. He said he can eat 4 cheesesteaks in a half hour. Is that what you said?
Yeah.
I mean, cheesesteaks, do you ever have enough cheesesteak when you're eating cheesesteaks? It's just so smooth.
I had one last week. I wanted another one the next day, but I don't know about 4 and 30 minutes.
Do you have a spot?
It's a new spot called Taste downtown, but before that it was Ishkabibble's on South Street. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So how many do you think you could put down in a half an hour if you had to?
If I had to, like, is it money on the line?
Pride?
Okay. 3.
How many could Jason Kelsey?
That's a force. I'll be sick after that.
How many could Jason Kelsey take down?
Probably like 5. Probably like 5.
Easy.
Yeah, like 5 easy.
This will be the next battle of the instead of paddles
Battle
with
of
the
the
cheesesteaks. We'll make it happen. DeAndre, so you can go to Lowe's.com/PG buy 50 get 10 for more details on everything going on. This sounds like a really fun event.
Yes.
Have fun. Good luck. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for having me.
And appreciate you.
Yeah,
DeAndre
Go
Swift,
Birds.
Philadelphia Eagles. More Maggie and Perloff in just moments.